Hey guys, Big Guy 310s here again, sporting a brand new haircut. I got it a few days ago, but I haven't been making videos because I've been incredibly busy. Junior year is hard, very hard. I've been very busy. I'm sorry if I don't get on Skype much at all these days. I'm just really busy. I have been going to my Twitter a little more often because while I'm working, I have Twitter on my phone. So I'll just pop it in and enter a tweet from time to time. I used to never touch my Twitter. I probably made the exact same amount of tweets per week as I did videos. So, I just try to update that, just so people can kind of get a feel for me, kind of like, hey, I'm still here, I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, this is the first time you've probably seen my face in a while. A week, whatever. All right, so two reasons I want to make this video. Yes, my hand is this high. And showing DVDs. These are DVDs I've gotten over the last 3 months. Yes, that's 3 months, ever since like June. I just haven't showed them because I thought people didn't really care of the old ROH shows I got. These are all the old ROH shows. I'm pretty much done. I haven't ordered anything in a while. So yeah, but I don't know. It's like an addiction. You start, you can't stop. I've been saving up with my job and all, and there wasn't that many indie DVDs to get at the time. I remember there was like the ROH Triple Shot, and then PWG 7, and then Chikari and Lions Cup. I had to wait a while for those. There was like a 2-week period where there was no wrestling going on at all, and so I got these DVDs. They weren't that expensive. A lot of them were really cheap. I got a lot of them less than $5. That's the cash money. So yeah, I got really cheap all those DVDs, and a little more DVDs I will show. But let's first get into this. It's cool to hate TNA argument. I got no problems with PW Punk 23. I like his videos. I watch his videos from time to time. And if this is not really a video to him, it's just really a video to all those people. Because there's a lot of them on YouTube who say that everyone doesn't like TNA because it's cool to hate TNA. Let me start off by saying that statement is a cop-out, it is a markish statement, and it is a very apologetic statement. You are making excuses for a company by saying that no one has their own opinion and everyone follows the big persons. You make yourself look like an asshole, you make your argument look dumb, and you make your beliefs not to be based on real principles. Sorry, again, that wasn't really directed to anyone. That's just the truth. Do these people realize, these people that think that it's cool to hate TNA, that those people, those big YouTubers who hate TNA and everybody follows them, they used to be huge fans of TNA? That in 2004, 2005, 2006, they really supported TNA just as much as they did ROH. They loved the company. They supported the company. They made sure people knew about the company. Their pay-per-views were doing really well. The pay-per-views were doing better in 2005 than they are now. Everyone loved the company, thought the company was fast edge, it was new, something different, they all enjoyed it. And now, what? These people just have an inherited bias against TNA? That company they once loved, they just automatically started to hate? TNA has been on the downfall for a very long time now. Now, if you're like some people, you can say it's when Vince Russo was brought in as a main part of the creative team back in, I think, mid-06. If you're like me, personally, TNA... I know some people who think TNA declined literally the day after Bound for Glory 2006. If you're like me, I always thought TNA was inconsistent, but I never thought it was consistently horrible. Again, this is just my beliefs, until around Hard Justice 2007. Maybe a little bit past that. Hard Justice 2007, around, coincidentally, Lockdown 2008. Because after Lockdown, which I didn't like very much, then there was Sacrifice, and then they just had a bunch of pay-per-views for the rest of the year that were meh, except for 1 or 2 exceptions. So... really, you can go with it either way. Some people think Destination X of last year was the final point where TNA was just beyond help. So, really, about this company, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, there are many flaws with Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. And it's not just that the product is bad, but it's that the product should be good. That it has everything it needs to be a great promotion, to be a great product. But they make so many fucking retarded mistakes that just hinder the company in so many different ways. So many mistakes that are so easy to avoid. So many mistakes that are so easy to fix. And this company just never drops down and does it. They do all the things they can do wrong nowadays in wrestling promotion. Also, like many people are saying, it's cliche, but it's true. They are the number 2 promotion. They have to put on great shows if they want to get more noticed in this industry, because you just won't as a number 2 promotion unless your product is better than the number 1 promotion. You want to hear my honest opinion? Some of TNA's pay-per-views are better than WWE's pay-per-views. No Surrender, I thought was much better than no, not much better, but I thought it was better than Night of Champions. Besides if it wasn't for Money in the Bank, Victory Road, I actually ordered. I thought that was a really good show. A good show. I'm not gonna say a really good show for the most part. Summerversary, I absolutely hated. Sacrifice, I thought was much better than Over the Limit. Lockdown, I thought was just as good, if not better, than Extreme Rules. So really, Destination X, I thought was decently good. So really, this promotion has all the tools it needs. I thought Genesis was better than the Royal Rumble. This promotion has all the tools it needs. It just, honestly, I do think WWE is the better product. TNA does put on better pay-per-views. That's from time to time, but I do think WWE is the better product. This promotion has all the tools that it needs, and it just constantly does bad. I can make an entire video saying why TNA is bad, but many people know it. This is not a video to TNA. This is people to those people who are just... Oh yeah, look, I'm going to tell you this now. Maybe because I'm blessed, because I've seen indie wrestling, but for those who have never seen indie wrestling, and they see TNA, and look, TNA is a faster-paced product than the WWE is. No shit it is. If you see TNA, you see these matches, and you see the faster quality of the matches, you tend to think that these matches are so much better than what they actually are. I mean, I saw Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle. The booking for me killed that match. I'm sorry. But first of all, it's not just the ending. Everyone's saying, oh, the ending was horrible. Yes, it was. But that's not why I hated that match. I hated the 2 5-minute draws. Don't even do a 5-minute draw if it's just going to result to a draw, and then do a fucking another one. You basically de-emphasize the purpose of the 5-minute draw if you can just add another 5 minutes to it. I did not like that match that much. I'm sorry. And also, the first 20 minutes were great, but the 2 5-minute draws, the action was much slower. The match had peaked a lot earlier. I don't know how to say it, much earlier than it should have. And so, therefore, I was just getting little interest in the match. I saw the Motor City Machine Guns Beer Money and Impact. To me, that match is TNA's match of the year. But I didn't think it's this 5-star classic. I mean, I gave it 4 1/4. I thought it was great. But really, I mean, it's not just Kitty Punk. There's a bunch of people who I've seen who are going crazy over that match, saying it's like by far the best TV match of the year, which... It might be, although I think I still prefer Briscoe's Young Bucks from ROH on HDNet. It's by far TNA's match of the year. It's better than anything the WWE has done. It's better than anything anybody else has done. I'm like, come on, man. Really, I mean, I know the WWE product is slow in the ring, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But just because TNA's a little faster, you kind of... There's a lot of people on YouTube who kind of, like, overemphasize the quality of TNA's actual wrestling. That is my problem with that's not my problem. I'm not forget that statement. But because of that, I think people kind of overrate TNA on here, and I think because TNA has the faster paced wrestling, people so badly want TNA to be better that they're thinking of ways and excuses to cut off all the people who are trying to say TNA is bad. Those are called TNA apologists. They make excuses for every little thing they can so that way TNA can look better in the limelight for them. But personally, you can't make excuses. You either love it or you don't. I've said this before, and this is about storytelling, wrestling. There's a bunch of things. If you have to go out of your way to do something, it means that something shouldn't happen. Like I'm not going to say Tyler Davey. There was another match this year where there were several people, because Tyler Davey did have a story, but there were several people, I forget which match this year, they went so far out of their way to say that match had a story. So that match, in their eyes, it wasn't just a spot fest. It had a story to it, had a great psychology to it. So, I can appreciate the match. If you have to go so far out of your way to look for something in a wrestling match, it's not there. I'm sorry. If it's not there, obvious in front of you, like it should be, it's just, it didn't have it. Because you can't go out of your way to find it. Because if they didn't make it obvious to you, then the purpose of having it in the match was pointless. So, I'm sorry. That's what I feel. If you have to go so far out of your way to apologize for TNA and make excuses for TNA, then it clearly means that the apology is not really worthy. It clearly means that you are not doing worthy. And honestly, again, this isn't to this kid. I'm sorry I mentioned PW Punk a lot in this video. I'm not trying to. He's the main person that comes to mind because I've seen him talk about this a lot. You have to go, and when you get to the point where you say that people hate TNA, a mass amounts of people on the entire internet, not just YouTube. People think that YouTube is the internet community. You're morons if you think that. The entire internet, forums, websites, boards, everything. All those people that hate TNA are because of 3 big YouTubers on YouTube. People have to realize the discrepancy between all the internet and YouTube. YouTube does not control the internet. In fact, most people on the internet do not like us on YouTube. That's a fact. They don't like us. They make fun of us. They poke at us. They mock people who actually go out of their way to do this stuff. And I get when people don't realize that these 3 YouTubers make these videos and they're saying, oh, we're going to follow them. You know what? You're just an asshole if you say that, for one. You're basically saying that no one has a valid opinion on YouTube besides those big people. It's not cool to hate TNA. TNA just sucks. Look, I still try to have faith in TNA. I did buy Victory Road. I was disappointed when I bought it. I didn't feel it was worth my $30. Even though I did think it was a good show, I still felt the show could have been better. It could have been utilized much better, and it wasn't worth my money. Am I going to buy Bound for Glory? I don't know. I honestly don't. I tried to buy it last year, and I tried to buy it at 8:01, and TNA said, it's past 8 o'clock, too late. So you know what then? I said, okay, fuck it then. I'm not paying for your show. You lost my money. So that's how I view it. I might order, I might not. But really, I'm just getting really tired of those apologists. You know, I don't want to say their names out loud. They're the 2 people comment on videos all my time. Kyle456, TNA Future Wrestling. Kyle456, I'm liking little by little. We get we get a little more discussions. You know, it's not as bad as it once was last October when we had that whole thing with Undertaker's thing. TNA Future Wrestling. I personally like the guy from time to time, but man, does he piss a lot of people off. On my Glory Bound 9 video, pissing off a lot of people who commented on his videos. And I'm sorry, I can't take it. I hate the thing I hate the most are people that are biased towards a wrestling company. In wrestling terms. Obviously in life, that's the thing I hate the most. Like, even people who are big Ring of Honor marks and are so biased to Ring of Honor, they don't allow any other promotion to do well. I don't like those people either. And really, I'm not big on a bunch of these TNA apologists who just try to make excuses for TNA from time to time. If you, like I said before, you have to go out of your way to make an excuse for a promotion, then the excuse is not necessary. Thinking that, and again, you're just denying people's opinions. I don't want to talk about that anymore. It just doesn't make me very happy. DVDs that I got. There's a lot. You know, let me get all the recent stuff. This stuff I got like in the past week. All this I got in Ring of Honor's 30% off sale. I forget. Best of ROH on HDNet Volume 3. This has the Kenta Chris Hero match and the Danielson Austin Aries match, which are 2 of my favorite TV matches last year. The Bluegrass Brawl. Waiting a long ass time for this show, Ring of Honor. Almost 3 fucking months. No hard feelings. I understand they had taping problems with the DVD, and I've seen the DVD. The DVD quality looks pretty good. Hate Chapter 2, heard a lot of good reviews on this show. Salvation, heard a lot of good reviews on the show. Money in the Bank, I thought it was a great pay-per-view. I've not bought a WWE pay-per-view on DVD since WrestleMania 24. I have 25 and 26 actually. But yeah, actual pay-per-view since No Way Out 2008. So yeah, I thought I'd buy this. This is WWE's best pay-per-view this year besides WrestleMania in my opinion. PWG 7. Really like the cover on this one. Really like the cover. Heard that was amazing. And Evolve 4. I just finished this show. Great show. You'll see my review later though. I think it's not... I thought Evolve 3 had better wrestling, but this show was so much easier to sit through. It's so much funner to watch. Okay, this is going to be a while. Okay, for those of you who really badly want to see all the new DVDs I got from Ring of Honor, Revenge on the Prophecy. Very rare. Decently amount of money. I'll just say more or less than the $20 price. More. Do or Die, more. Tradition Continues, a lot less. Scramble Cage Melee, a lot less. Less than $10 for this one. Death Force Honor 2, less than $10. World Title Classic, $4. $4 for this DVD. The Last Stand, same price. Reborn Stage 2, $3. $3 for this DVD. Reborn Completion, I forget. This one was like $5 as well. Weekend of Thunder Night 2. Extremely cheap here as well, like 15. Final Battle 2004. I forget. I honestly can't remember. Gold. Third Anniversary Celebration Part 1. Really cheap. Third Anniversary Celebration Part 2. Really cheap. Glory Banner 4. Extremely cheap. Possibly the second lowest one. The 100 Show. A little bit over. Ring of Homicide, a little bit over. Wow, the DVD is almost inside of the camera. In Your Face, a lot less. Fight of the Century, less. Glory Banner 591, a lot less. Cheap. No. International Challenge, yeah, Sanders Robin. Less than $10 for this one. Suck it, Sanders. You spend your whole life looking for that one. All-Star, not your whole life, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to exaggerate. All-Star Extravaganza 3 less. Live in Tokyo less. Proving Ground less. and Bound by Hate Less. And then I got these in the ROH sale months ago. Best in the World, Throwdown, Chicago's Protect Line at 1. Proving Ground, no. Bedlam and Beantown. I'm here to 10. I'm out, guys. See ya.